Hey beautiful people, hope you guys are good. It is your girl and I am back with another video. And if you don't know me, I am Ahlume Mqonci, and if you are a regular, welcome back and thank you for joining me again. So today I am here with a story time you guys have been asking, and I am here to deliver. So if you hear like noise or people talking, there's people in the house, so please do be with me. And I have a glass of something, so I'll be sipping in between. Hope you don't mind. So let's get to this video. So this whole story began when I was doing my first year in university. So I was living with my friend at Reds, and I didn't really know the people that were there. So, and I just wanted to go there just to have life a bit more easier because there's Wi-Fi, and I'm living with someone that's like in the same class. We're doing the same course. Like life is gonna be easy. Okay. And okay, it's been like a few months that I've been staying here. I don't really know anybody, and girl is single and definitely ready to mingle. So I wasn't necessarily looking, but you know, I was available. And a couple of guys approached me, but like I wasn't interested in them. And there was this one guy, oh my goodness, he was so annoying. So what had happened with him, I remember we were taking a shuttle from campus to the res, and he sat next to me, and then he's like, oh hi. And then one thing, I like sitting by myself when I'm in the shuttle. I don't want someone sitting next to me. And if you're sitting next to me, it's fine, you can greet, but like, why are you talking? Like, why are you talking to me? I'm just like awkward like that. Anyway, this guy sat next to me and he's like, hi. And I was like, hello. And then I gave him a cold greeting like back, and then I was like, okay, maybe he's not gonna say anything. Nigga continued to talk, and he's like, I've never seen you here before. And I was like, oh, that's because I'm new to this place. He's like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, like, duh. And then I was like, so what's your name? And I'm like, Ahlume. He's like, okay. And then he says his name. I can't really say his name because one of my friends or acquaintance is dating the guy, so I don't want to make things awkward. And then he's like, oh, I'd like to see you around. I see you stay in this race dicer. I'd like to see you around. And I'm like, okay, you'll probably see me because we live in the same place, so you'll see me. And then he's like, what's your room number? And I'm like, I don't stay alone, so I cannot be giving you those details. Like, I didn't give it to him. Anyway, fine. And then like I kept seeing this guy, and then when he is drunk, he goes knocking at people's doors. Like, who does that? So this one time he was drunk, and then he came to knock at my friend's place. Like, it was like midnight, and he came knocking. And when she opened, guess who? It's that guy. And we were like, what do you want? And he's like, I want you. And like, he snacks, man. Like, whenever he's drunk, he likes to go to girls' rooms, and then like just basically, you know, alcohol goes down to his, you know, and he wants to do things. So I was like, who does like I don't know if disgusted is like the right word, but like, the hell. Anyway, now that I know that, I was like, oh, I was never interested, but then now that just makes me cringe, you know. Anyway, and then okay, one thing about Dicer, they hosted so many parties. Like, that place, hey, that is Dicer. It's as if people staying there are not students. Like, people can drink from Monday to Sunday, and that is a residence for students, imagine. So there are many parties being hosted and all of that. And then like weeks went by with me knowing this guy and like how he is and all of that. And then again had an incident with another guy now in the shuttle. So with this guy, cute light-skinned nigga, saw him in the shuttle. And then I looked at him and I told my friend about, there is a nice guy. That was when I was still dating light-skinned guys. It's all about preference. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't go for them because I'm light, so I don't go for light-skinned guys. There's nothing wrong with them. They are handsome, drop-dead gorgeous light-skinned guys. They're not for me. They're for some other girls, but not for me. It's just a preference. Nothing wrong with them. So yeah, cute guy. And I told my friend, who's that? And none of us really knew who he was, so we really didn't mind. Okay, so like shuttle drove and then it arrived to the rest. And then when he went out of the shuttle, he was walking with that other guy, you know, the guy that knocks on people's doors when he's drunk. Yes, him. They were walking together. So I told my friend, they know each other. Okay, so if I talk to that one, then I can get, you know, something from him, because I want to talk to his friend, not him. So I was like, okay, let me just chill and see like how things go. So if, okay, I'm not gonna be mean and call him an alcoholic, but if that guy that drinks, if he comes, then I'll just ask about his friend, because that's the only thing we can talk about. That's the only thing I'm interested in right now. Anyway, sorry about that. So I spoke to him. So this one time I was at Ray's. I think I went to the shop downstairs and I saw the, let me just call him an alcoholic. I'm so sorry, it's just such a mean word, but I don't know what I'm gonna call him. So I saw alcoholic and I was like, hi. He's like, hey. I'm like, how are you? It's like, I'm good. And I was like, there's this other person's guy that you keep walking with. Who is he? So then he gave me that look back. And then, why are you asking me about my friends and not me? But I mean, it was clear I was not interested in him. Come on. I mean, can boys read between the lines? Well, not all of them. Anyway, he was like, his name is, let me call him what? Short distance. No, I'm just gonna call him light skin, because he's light skin. And then he's like, oh, so you're interested in light skin? I was like, oh, I would love to get to know him and, you know, see what can happen from that. Okay, so I don't know if he spoke to him after that about what I had said to him, if he spoke to light skin. Anyway, who was this? I don't really remember, but it was not one of my friends, but it was someone that I knew. I think it was like an acquaintance, someone that was friends with my friends. That person was on a video call with light skin. And then I'm a busybody when I want to. So this acquaintance was on a call, with a video call. So I looked back, who's this? Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? And when I looked, I was like, that's that guy. It is that guy. And I was like, hi. And then he's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, how are you? He's like, I'm good, and yourself? He was drunk. And then I was like, I'm good. And then he's like, what's your name? And then like we just had like a short conversation, you know, just interrupted whatever was happening between the acquaintance and light skin, and I just jumped in because why not? This was the perfect opportunity for me to get to introduce myself or get known or acquainted with light skin. And then he was like, I'd like to get to chat to you like in person. And I was like, oh yeah, you can take my number. And guess what? I gave him my number. And then because he was drunk, I wasn't sure if he was gonna call or not, but I still gave him my number. Anyway, the next day, surprisingly, the next day I get a call. And I'm like, hi. He's like, hello. And I'm like, a guy? And I'm like, I'm Ahlume, who am I speaking to? And then he said, light skin. No. I was shocked, I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked because I was not expecting him to call so soon. So I was like, oh hey. He's like, hi, I'd like to talk to you, like, are you around, you know? And I said, you know, played hard to get at first. So I was like, I'm not around, but I'll tell you when I'm available. Is this like your WhatsApp number? And he said yes. So I was like, okay, I'll tell you when I'm available and whatnot. And obviously I needed to look cute, okay, because first impressions do count, whether you want to believe it or not. And I was not going to make my first impression mediocre. I needed to like stand out. I needed him to see me, okay? That's exactly what I did. I looked cute, and then I was like, hey, I'm available, let's meet up. So we met. I think we went to, what is this, what do they call it, a TV room. So it's basically like a room that has TV. Those TVs don't work. And like couches, like it's an open area with a balcony and people can see you, man. So it's like public place sort of. So yeah, we spoke. And then I don't really remember what we spoke about, but I knew that we clicked from the get-go. We clicked. With him, there was never really like a dull moment. There was always something to talk about. That's what I remember about him. And then I really enjoyed that because, you know, you didn't really have to think about, okay, what am I gonna say now? And like literally conversation just, it flowed. That's what I enjoyed. And then we had like a couple of meetups after that, and things got like, I wouldn't say serious, but like we started spending a lot of time together. Even my friends were like, I know, when are you just disappear, G? Like, where do you go? And then I told them that I've been talking to you know who, and yeah, things are just getting a little interesting and all of that. And then he asked me to be his girl. And I was like, I know that's right. I know that's right. Because I was eyeing him, but he asked me first. So I was in my bag at that moment. Little did I know. Don't date at race, guys. Not a good idea. Take it from me. Especially UWC races. Oh my goodness. Anyway, he asked me to be his girl, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to think about it. But I mean, deep down I already said yes, but then I didn't want to seem like desperate. Honestly, guys, back then I don't know why we really played hard to get, because if you know what you want, go for it. Like, why Anyway, things are just different nowadays. So I gave him his response, obviously, and I said, yes, I'd love to be your girl. Then this was like, honestly, our thing lasted for like 2 months. Yeah. So the first few weeks were blissful. He'd call me to his room. He had a single room because he was a senior. And then we'd like watch movies, play music, and he'll tell me, okay, this is the song that reminds me about you. And then, which song was this? Hey, I remember this song. It was am I saying this guy's name right? Lambert. No. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this guy's name right. I think it's Lambert, and it's the guy that sings the song with Emily Sunday, Beneath Your Beautiful. And what was the name of the song that he dedicated to me? Your son, this guy. So the song that he dedicated to me was Jealous by Lambert. I don't know if I'm saying this guy's name right. Like it says, I'm jealous of the way, I'm jealous of the skin. It's okay. I'm just gonna read out what it says. I'm jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. I'm jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind that ripples through your clothes. It's closer than your shadow. Oh, I'm jealous of the wind, because I wished you were the best of all this world could give. Yeah, can't sing the song or play it because yeah, YouTube. But anyway, that's a song he dedicated to me, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. Little did I know. So we had this one conversation that really, it was a red flag. It was a red, yo, the strongest red you can ever get. Red flag. And I honestly don't remember how the conversation started, but we were talking about like past love or dating in high school, and how this girl broke his heart, and like he had so much emotion when he spoke about what had happened and how he'll never forgive her. And I was like, why? That happened in grade 10. But he's like, yeah, but that was my first heartbreak, and I could never forgive her for doing that to me. So, and I was like, this happened in grade 10. This guy is doing his third year in university, and he still has that at the back of his mind. Like the way he was telling me the story, it had so much emotion. It's as if it had happened not so long ago. So I was like, this guy has not healed. So I was like, so when you haven't healed? He's like, no, I haven't. So I was like, so this nigga goes around carrying all this trauma, ne? Yes, we all have our own trauma and all of that, but that was just a heartbreak. I mean, how many people have broken our hearts? Are we gonna carry all that? Like, but here it's different. But like the way yo, I can't even explain it. He hasn't healed, and like in the way he was speaking was as if all girls are like that. Like all girls are bound to break guys' hearts. Like we are all like how that girl was, and you know. So I was like, there's something there. Anyway, just brushed it off. Time went by, and then I think it was like a month into the relationship, if I can call it that, and then I started hearing things back. Oh, I almost forgot. Hey, I almost forgot. Butiza, light skin, mentioned that we shouldn't really advertise our relationship, and he doesn't really want people to know that we're dating because people are jealous, you know. People don't like seeing people together. You know how people are. So me, I'm also like conservative, you know, little private sometimes. So I was like, yeah, talk about red flag. So I was like, yeah, I don't really know people, so like who was I gonna tell apart from my friends? And his friends knew. All his friends knew that we had a thing. Anyway, so time is going, you know, and another red flag was that whenever he wanted to see me would be midnight, not during the day. I'd never see him during the day, only midnight. Yeah? Not even 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 p.m. 12, 1, that time. Didn't really think much of it then, but now, yo. So I didn't really mind because now during the day I was studying or doing things with my friends, and then later on I just visited, watch movies, listen to music. Yo, he had speakers. His room was yo. That wasn't listening to music, that was just making a noise because wow. Yo, and he even sleeps with loud music. I could never. I think I slept less than 5 times in his place, and he played music. And he played music while going to work. I don't know how that nigga slept, but game, he did that. Anyway, so because it was my first year and I hadn't been dating before that, so he was really like my first boyfriend, like in university. And I told myself that I am not gonna get played by these niggas in university. Like, we already discussed it with my high school friends that we know how they are, and I'm not gonna be played like that. Not gonna be giving my cooch away freely like that. No, we're not doing that. So when I went to visit him, we just watched movies, we'd kiss and all of that. And then he just like complained about, why you always doing this, you're giving me, what is this, blue balls, you know? Yeah. And I was like, but I'm not ready. Like, I'm not ready for that. And I'm glad because, yeah, sips. So now that it's been like weeks, even a month into the relationship, I'm starting to hear things now that light skin has a girlfriend that he is seeing. I'm like, how? Guys, one thing about me, I'm the first to see things. I am the most observant hand ever. I can put 1 and 2 together and make a complete picture. Hey guys, I don't know how I can like explain this, but I can make a picture out of nothing and it's gonna make sense, and it really turns out to be what I thought or what I pictured. I don't know how to say this, but I'm very observant. I see things, and once my heart says A, B, and C, it is definitely A, B, and C. My gut feeling 90% of the time is right, and I love to listen to it because yeah, I've seen things. So I'm like, but how is it that he's dating someone? I've never ever seen him like on his phone, like constantly chatting. He has never answered a call that made me suspicious. Whenever I'm there, like during the night, no one comes to knock on his place. Like, it doesn't make sense. And apparently the girl, well, not apparently, she lived in the same place, like same res. But like, I don't understand how she was. Maybe she wasn't clingy, or she was told not to just barge in, and maybe they meet during the day. Hey, and yes, because kalok mna I was that one that was only meant to go there during the night, you know. So maybe Yena, she went during the day. I don't know. So I heard about man. He's seeing a girl, and this girl is in the same class as him. And the girl seems to be very serious with school and just always busy with school. So maybe that's why they didn't really meet up as much. And I was like, hi man. You know, maybe it's just rumors, it's just hearsay. You know, people are jealous. So, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna be with my man and be happy and yeah. Anyway, I told my friends. And you know, girlfriends, investigators, we are very good, damn good at investigating. Trust us, especially when it's not our thing. Well, even if it's my situation, I can still investigate. So I was like, hi man, I need to know what is going on. So I had planned with my friends. We had a whole plan to finally catch this nigga and see what he's up to. Because I didn't believe it. I was only going to believe it if I saw it. So he bought pizza, and I snooped my way around the whole situation. So he bought pizza, and he didn't. I saw him go downstairs to fetch the pizza from the delivery guy, and then he didn't go to his room. Then he went to another tower and stayed there for hours. So I was like, that tower, his friends don't stay in that tower. So who could it be? I'm not going to jump to conclusions yet. I still need to gather more information for me to come up with a conclusion. Right? Right. So that was the first incident, the pizza. Okay, anyway, one thing about me, I will know something and not say a thing until I've gathered all that I have, all the information. Then I will talk to you about it or ask you about it, knowing that I have my facts. When I don't have enough information, I won't bother. Like, you won't even know that there's something going on in my mind, or I'm thinking of things. No, what? Me? Ha. I'm a very good actress. Like, I can act my way through things. Like, oh my word, I was like, oh baby, I missed you, you know, playing all lovey-dovey. But in my head, I am calculating so many things. So this one time, his work shirt, the buttons got not broken, but then the thread loosened. Yes, that's the correct term. It loosened. So he went to his girl to fix it, because I'm clueless when it comes to those things. So the next best thing was his girl. So he went to the girl and I followed, made sure that he did not see me, but I was walking behind him. And then, because I mean, he's not expecting anyone to be behind him, and come on, Daisla has what, 800 students. It could be anyone who's behind him, but hello, it was me. So I walked behind him, and then he knocked. Same room where he got in the time of the pizza, he went to the same room. So then I was like, there is something inside that room that I need to know about. And guess what? He slept there. So I, Ahlume, I'm the clown, right? I'm the clown. Okay. So my next mission was to know what or who is inside that room. My friends, yes, my friends knocked at that place, and I don't know what they were asking, but I finally saw the girl. I saw her. Not gonna say much about the girl because she really didn't have anything to do with him and cheating, but yeah, I saw the girl. Shame. So I then heard that they've actually been dating for 2 years. So in my head I was just questioning the guy and the girl at the same time, because why do I never see her with him? And why is he so damn good at hiding things? I mean, they've been flipping dating for 2 years. I've never seen anything. Not even like a profile picture or like a status, or maybe he hides me when he's posting her. I don't know. But shame the girl. She seemed so innocent. My goodness, she seems so innocent. Didn't really know much about her because I mean, I was into the guy and I had nothing to do with her. But then something happened with the friend that I was staying with. I think I have told you guys about the story. If you don't know, I think the title of the story is roommate from hell, or story about the roommate, but something roommate. I have done a story time about that, so do check it out. So I had like few altercations with my roommate, then I asked to stay with him because he's my boyfriend. I mean, I can't stay a week at his place until I found like a good place to stay at. Did he not decline? He told me, sorry, I can't. Hey, this guy is constantly on my phone asking if I can come sleep over, but when I want to come stay at his place for like a week or so until I find my feet or find another place to stay, he doesn't want me to go there because I'm gonna be staying there for days and I might figure something, or there might be a clash and I might be there and the girl comes, or you know, during the day. You're getting it, right? Good. So he said no. I was hurt because I was in a very dark place, because I didn't have a place to stay, because where I was staying there illegally. I could go home, but then I wouldn't have like the Wi-Fi and all the convenience of having a shuttle that takes me to my clinicals. Yeah, so I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the guy I was seeing is not willing to help. So you can imagine how I felt. So I was like, this guy claims to love me, but then he can't accommodate me for like a week. What? Anyway, I was really mad at him. I mean, for obvious reasons, which he didn't really care. So because I was now pissed and I knew what was going on, I confronted him, as I should have long ago. You want to know what the response was? I was like, what's happening with you and this girl that stays in tower something and room what? And I was like, that's my girlfriend. And then if you have a girlfriend, like, what the hell am I to you? And it's like, read between the lines. Read between the lines. So I'm like, hey guys, I'm laughing now, ne? But back then it was not funny. It was not funny at all. So I was like, hey. So this is what they talk about. University relationships. This is it. I'm here now. I'm here. So it's like, that's my girl and I love her. And when you were just a something J, you know, like, I don't know how I can explain it. It's just something to nibble on and then chew out. I don't know. He told me to read between the lines, and I read every single word detailed. Yeah, I knew, but Aisha, welcome to university. Welcome to dating senior boys. That is what you get. And yeah, guys, I was told to read between the lines because I was clearly a side chick, and I was a bet because his friends, remember, alcoholic, so they low-key made a, not necessarily making a bet, but like they had this thing about who's gonna get me, you know. And because I had liked him, he basically won. So yeah, that is what happens in university at these residents. They bet on first years who is gonna get a fresh meat. Yeah, so I got basically. They got me. However, I'm glad they didn't get the cooch, yeah, the cooch stayed with me. But yeah, guys, it was an experience. It was, would I say, a heartbreak? Not necessarily, because I was with this person for 2 months and obviously I haven't really like developed feelings. It was just beginning. But I was like, what the hell? Like, I felt like I was just taken for granted, and he just basically, hi, I meant like and that's but I make English lonto. But hi, but yeah, that's the end of the story. I know it's short, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, my glass is almost empty. Please not forget to like and subscribe, and tell your friends to tell their friends to like, comment and subscribe. Tell me, do you have any university relationship dilemmas that you experience or currently are experiencing? Because it is a dark world in university, especially residency. Do not, I repeat, do not date at the same residence that you are living in, because it's a nightmare. I do not want to speak about, hey guys, yeah, the niggas that we date at res are often nines. So during the day they're with you, at night they're with guys. Yo, hi. Okay. But anyway, guys, I have not forgotten about the video that I said I will do. Basically, explaining how it has been, or just telling you about my whole experience as a new professional nurse or ComServe. I will be doing that video, and you should probably expect it next week. And I love y'all. Bye.